A few weeks ago, I had a couple of students or a couple of attendees in one of my courses ask me a question about what happens in a report that has a footer like this one or a header. So this is the header and this is the footer. What if data that I want is actually in the footer? For example, right here it says report generated on day or report created on day, and this is the actual date when it was generated. Perhaps I want to have this specific value as a new column, and I want to just have that same value across all of the rows. How do I make that happen? How do I make this 3rd of May, make it like this? How do I actually make that happen? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it with a table in Excel, but this can be applied to any data source. It can be Excel, it can be CSV, text file, whatever you can actually think of, you can apply it. So we're going to just go here with data, click on from table, and right here, I'm only going to do one simple trick. And that is going to be just selecting the cell where that value is, right click that specific cell and click where it says drill down. That is going to create a specific reference to that specific cell. So the position must be exact. Now, what happens if you simply don't know the exact position? All you know is that it's not going to be on the 25th row, but perhaps it's always going to be on the last row. So in that specific case where you can actually expand this table, what you need to do is first define that you want to just keep the bottom row, which is just give me the bottom row, just this one. There we go. And now that we always are going to get the last row where this footer is going to be, just click on drill down, and now you actually get it. I'm going to rename this one to be different. So this is going to be report date or reporting date. And now I have to actually go back in time by selecting the specific step where I actually want to go back to. So I'm going to go back to the one that says change type, and it does require me to actually type the full formula. But now I can actually get rid of everything that I simply don't want. So I'm going to get rid of the first few rows. So it's going to be the top 3 rows. I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to use the first row as a header. I'm going to change this to be just normal. Now I'm going to get rid of the last 3. So remove bottom rows, the bottom 3. Then I'm going to remove the specific total. There we go. So this is going to be, instead of vendedor, it's going to be salesperson. Product is just product. And fecha is actually date, and monto is amount. So you're actually learning Spanish with this one. So we're going to go and simply go fill down, and we have the data that we want. Now we need to do something else to actually get this specific reporting date as a new column, and that is adding a custom column. You can name it reporting date, for example. That's going to be the name of the new column. And in the custom column formula, we can reference this variable, or basically this step. So simply type it exactly as it's showing here, reporting date. And you're going to see that, hey, we now have it the way that we actually want it. I'm going to select this too, and I'm going to change the data type, but it cannot be, if I actually try doing just date, it's not going to give me any correct values, because they actually have a specific format, and this is the Spanish format. So I'm going to simply click on this one using locale, and in locale I'm going to select that, hey, we want it to be a date, but it has to be a Spanish date. So we're going to go with Spanish, and then let's go ahead and select the one that says Spain, or Spain. There we go. So this one is the one that I want. And once we actually get it through, this is how it looks. We're going to do the same with this one using locale, and it's just going to be the same thing, just date using locale. Let's go with Spain. Spanish is Spain. There we go. Click OK. And there we have it. So that's how you can actually get this specific value as a completely new column right here. And you can actually apply that same specific pattern or technique to data that you actually have, for example, on the header or anywhere on the actual report or the file.